Right, yeah. This shit crazy.
This movie absolutely ridiculous.
Right.
I mean, my jaw was dropping on so far. I was like,
listen, there were parts in this movie where I was like, oh, you can't do that. You can't do that. And you know, they ain't even the type of people we are.
Oh, I know.
But I was like, dog, don't do that. No.
Nigga, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's what
I said that shit about 10 times.
Me too. I couldn't believe he was doing some of the things.
And I couldn't. Let's talk about it.
Oh my goodness.
Whew. Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome back to Cynicism. I'm Eric.
It's your boy Dante, man, and today we're going to be doing a review on the Amazon original movie Borat, a subsequent movie film.
This is a sequel to the 2006 movie Borat. This was also a suggested review by our friend Lady Snipes. Thank you for the suggestion.
Lady Snipes, we appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Hope you enjoy our review of this outlandish movie starring Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah.
He plays a titular character of Borat. This movie revolves around him trying to basically win back his country's dignity after being in prison for like 14 years that he quote unquote embarrassed them. In order to repay this debt, I guess, he has to
right.
The premise alone is ridiculous.
Just to say it.
Say it. You say it.
In order to win back honor for his country and to seemingly not get murdered by, I guess, the dictator that runs it, he has to sell his daughter to Mike Pence. I guess.
Well, originally he wasn't going to sell her.
The original plan was he's supposed to sell a monkey to him, some type of monkey that
was going to gift him the monkey.
Gift him the monkey.
Pet, like that was going to fix the
Was
problem.
the monkey a porn star actor?
Oh, that's right. He doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure
I guess that's a fair point. Yeah. His daughter ends up...
the monkey, the porn star, semantics. Like, that fucking matters.
The monkey was supposed to be transported in this crate. His daughter stowaways in the crate. Ends up eating the monkey, so now he has to find out an alternative gift to give Mike Pence, and he decides that he's going to doll his daughter up and give her as a gift to Mike Pence.
That's the plot of the movie.
Right.
Let's talk about Borat, I guess.
Oh my God.
Borat is a very socially unaware person. Just because of his country's background and how they brought up, man, he has a very interesting view of the rest of the world.
Right.
To say the least.
Yeah.
He comes home to his now adult children. He's got like, what, 3 sons?
Yeah.
3 sons. And then we meet his daughter too, who's grown, and they got her living in a cage like an animal. Because I guess like women, females in general are like treated differently in
I guess
country.
Right.
Yeah,
that's confirmed.
Treated like subhuman.
Right. I think they aspire to be in cages. They give you some type of a manual on your daughter, and that manual is wow. That manual got all these things in there that you're supposed to do. Oh my, right. It's illustrated.
Who comes up with this shit?
Oh my God. I'm assuming Sasha did.
He's crazy.
That's
Then we got his daughter. I want to say Tattoo. Yeah. Who is living in, like we said, in a cage like an animal. She's very dirty and unkept. As you would expect somebody living in a cage to be.
Right. Because she's been caged and whatnot, we actually breaking this movie down like on some real intellectual shit. Right. But because she's in a cage, she doesn't have any wherewithal of how the world works. She's really been reliant on that manual and her father, I guess, and her brothers to tell her who she is as a woman. So she's coming into this actually pretty naive in a lot of senses of how the world works.
She's not only ignorant to like the world outside of her cage, but also just unaware of like herself and what it means to like be a woman. Yeah, she's like very uneducated about like how the body works and shit. Because their doctrine has taught her like such bizarre teaching. Let's just talk about some of the things.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
For those people who haven't seen the first Borat movie, which I think I've seen it, but it's been a very long time. Borat films are highly offensive. Right. They're gonna offend at least one denomination or demographic of people.
Absolutely.
I can assure you that.
Right.
The humor is not for everybody. I'm gonna tell you that. It's racially charged, it's politically charged, it's culturally charged. socially. You got some shit that might be offensive to like people that have strong feelings toward genders.
And then on top of that, the physical comedy is very graphic. It's things that they do in here.
There's one scene that stands out.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I don't even want to talk about that.
Oh, that's gross. Like, if you're a person that's easily offended, you probably shouldn't even watch this movie. I'm not a person that's easily offended, and I wasn't. The funny thing is, I wasn't offended, but I was taken back by some of the things that I saw.
And things said.
Right.
They even touch on COVID, surprisingly, in this movie.
Yeah, that was
actually, COVID is like the main thing in this movie.
Right.
Come to find out at the end.
And that's what I was about to say. It didn't really come out until the end of the movie. The more jaw-dropping stuff come from the people that are not actors in this movie. He's talking to people who are not in on the gag.
Are they not?
No.
You sure?
That's what I thought.
We're going to have to talk about that.
Because some of the things that they say, like Borat and his daughter, I know what their agenda is. They're making a satire, right? But to hear some of the things that come out of these people's mouths who are not actually in the movie, that are unscripted, just people that
I'm not gonna mess with that, man.
That's what I said. But I'm telling you, man, these people are not in on the gag, bro. Did they look like they were?
Bro, they sounded like they were.
Yeah, right.
It's no way.
Right.
There's no way that people were saying some of this shit that they were saying.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. That was the more concerning part.
What about the politicians, dude? You really think the politicians that played a role in this movie were not in on it?
Absolutely not. Giuliani especially mentioned that he had no idea what was going on.
During that interview with old girl?
He did not. That's what I'm saying. Look at Mike Pence's face when he came to that rally.
I saw him.
That nigga did not, he was not pleased.
I mean, I know
he did not approve of this shit at all.
So let's talk about key moments, man. One of them for me was, it was one of the first people he interacted with at that outdoor shop, man. Just that man that was helping him with the stuff. He was just
he was so compliant.
Way too casual about the whole shit.
First of all, he told him blatantly that he wanted to buy a cage for his daughter. He was like, yeah, how many girls you think I could fit in this cage? He was like, yeah, probably like one.
Like what?
Then he was trying to buy propane tanks. How many people you think I could kill with a propane tank?
He didn't say kill though. He said something like, how many can I
extinguish or something
he
like
said
that.
He used some weird word.
But I mean, it was implied that he was trying to murder them.
Right.
He's like, well, how many people you trying to extinguish? He said, 20. He said, oh yeah, you need a bigger tank than that. Yo, what city is this? Where in the fuck is this? So I know to never go there.
Another one, man, when old girl was watching that animated movie.
Cinderella?
But with Donald Trump in it, when they grabbed the body. Yo, and he was just holding it while they was dancing.
It looks like the animated Cinderella movie.
I know, the animation style
is
very reminiscent of the actual movie.
Right. I had a key moment in here. Like I said, the people in this movie concern me more. So it's a scene where they go to this pro-life clinic. They're talking to this guy, seemingly telling them that they want to get an abortion. She had swallowed a baby off of a cupcake, but it was like an ornament. It's like one of them hard ornaments that you're not supposed to swallow. As a troll, they went to this pro-life clinic telling him that they need to get this baby up out of her and whatnot, right? He is under the impression that she needs an abortion, right? And all of the words that they're saying sounds like she's needing an abortion. They tell him that her father put the baby in her. So from his perspective, she is pregnant by her father. And this dude continues with some pro-life rhetoric, which I understand, right? If you pro-life, I get it. That's what you believe in. But I'm telling you, the thing is, man, sometimes what we believe has to take a backseat to what's better for a human being.
He wasn't at all disgusted by the relationship.
She is telling, the moment that young girl tells you, seemingly, that she's being molested by her father, that has now become the new important topic in the room. That's the new conversation. You need to go call the authorities, you need to call Child Protective Services, and you need to get this young lady some help. You're no longer a pro-life advocate anymore. Like, that's a subsidiary of what you do. Now you have to advocate for this young girl, get her safety. And then my other thing was, if you are pro-life, bro, putting her back into a scenario where she's getting molested is not going to help her or the baby she carrying. Sacha Cohen was like, yeah, I'm the one that put the baby in her. And he was like, well, that's not the important thing right now.
Hey, man, I can't believe, I just refuse to believe that this was an actual interaction. Because they come in there with cameras and stuff. It's a camera crew.
But they don't know what's going on,
right,
bro.
Man.
I'm
gonna have to look into this.
I'm telling you, they don't. That's what I said. It's like you don't want to believe that people.
I was like, because when I was watching, I was thinking to myself, like, man, these people are really compelling. Like, convincing.
He was like, now you keep saying that this is your daughter.
Right.
He's like, what do you mean by that? I'm like, dude, when have you ever heard that as a sexy term of endearment? Nobody calls their spouse their daughter as a joke. That's his daughter, dude. What are you talking about? The fuck is you mean?
You know what? It was another key moment with me was when the black lady whose house he went over.
She was a great character, bro.
She was funny, man.
She was funny.
The part that stood out the most to me, and I think people shared the scene, when she was in the car with old girl, Borat's daughter.
Yeah.
She was like, she thought she said they titty would protect her. She's like, how they gonna protect you?
Right.
They titties.
Right, yeah. Even as funny as it was pretty heartfelt because she was telling this girl that she didn't have to look a certain way in order to be validated, or she didn't need to be with a man in order to be important. And she kept telling her that, you know, she was like, look in the mirror, you beautiful. And I also respected the fact that she was like, look, I'm not gonna tell you what to do. I just want you to think about it. That's it. And then she was like, all right, I'll think about it. She's like, that's all I ask. Just think about what I told you.
Bro, then when he was staying in the house with them two dudes.
His daughter runs away. He ends up basically trying to find her, and he ends up linking up with these two, I guess, like hillbillies or something.
And it's on like at the onset of the pandemic, so this is like when people like initially started quarantining and everything, so they take him in. They became friends. They went to Trump rallies together and shit, and they had some interesting conversations about politics and Democrats, so, which is another reason that I just have such a hard time believing.
I know you do, man. The part that got me, they was having a conversation about the Democrats. Things that he said, though, man, he was like, yeah, the Clintons, Hillary Clinton be drinking the blood of the innocent. And
I heard.
I was just like, what? I said, oh, these people crazy. Okay, gotcha. The way he said it, though, like he knew it was true. He was like, yep, Hillary Clinton be drinking the blood of innocent people.
The children, wasn't it?
I was like, okay. Then that debutante ball, we ain't got to talk about that, though.
Wait.
When they was at that debutante ball where his daughter came and then...
Yeah, that's the one I didn't want.
Let's leave that alone. I will say that man in there, did you see him? Do you know what I'm talking about?
You talking about the dude that was with the daughter?
Yes.
That made the comment?
Oh my God.
$500?
Yes. Him.
And she was looking like...
Shout out to her. She was like, that's fucking disgusting. Yeah, I would assume so. But
he was like, oh, just joking.
Right, yeah.
Dirty old bastard.
You know what I'm saying? He had his daughter at this debutante ball. First of all, this one dude came up to him who was very creepy. He was like, them the type of girls we like here. We like them type of girls. Pretty girls. I'm like, dude, you a grown fucking man. Like, don't ever grab me by the shoulder and tell me my daughter is the type of girls you like here.
I didn't like that.
Yeah.
I didn't like any of that. That ball.
Yeah,
I like that ball.
Because every man in there seemed like a creep. He asked this one dude, he's like, how much you think my daughter is worth? How much you think I could get for her? I could sell her for? And then he was like, $500. His daughter was like, fucking disgusting. I said, thank you. There's a human being here.
Well, what's the point of those balls? You know anything about them?
I think I only know from watching Gilmore Girls. It's supposed to be like a coming out party.
What you mean coming out?
Basically, it's like you presenting your daughter to high society, letting her know that. I know.
I've heard it.
Do you know what I mean?
No.
Okay.
And I don't want it. It's a sacrifice or something?
Basically, like presenting her to high society, letting her know that she's becoming a woman and that I guess she's eligible for suitors.
The more words that come out your mouth, the less
if I'm incorrect in that, correct me. But that is the impression that
I get.
That is what I believe it is supposed to be.
For like the upper class.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, it's
I get it, but I don't like it. I don't have any.
I think that's it.
More that stuff significantly for me.
The Giuliani shit. Well, Eric was under the impression that Mayor Giuliani, former Mayor Giuliani, was in on it.
I know there have been allegations of some his demeanor.
Giuliani is having an interview with Sacha Cohen's daughter in the movie with Tutar. She's flirting with him. He does not know that it's a gag going on, right? At some point in the flirting, I think either he suggests or she suggests that they go to, because they're having an interview in a hotel room. I think they suggest that they go to the bedroom, and then they go into a bedroom. He lays on the bed and looked like he was just ready for either dome or to work. He looked like... He clearly was looking like he was trying to get ready to have some sex, even though he's denied that.
Some sex.
You know what because I mean, if you Giuliani, you don't have sex. You about to have some sex, I'm sure.
A piece of sex.
Right. You know what he said? Like what he said as an excuse for what happened.
Oh no, please.
He said he was trying to untuck his shirt.
Yeah. In full recline. But why though?
Right. Well, because he was trying to get some dough.
Well, I know.
Right.
I know why. Is he gonna tell us why? At the end of the day, man, underneath all of the obscenities and like offensive material, at the root of this movie, the core, you kind of it's a social commentary film. I'm sure a lot of people know that, but a lot of people who aren't aware of that and don't know what this movie is about when watching it, you're gonna be shocked, and you might not be able to see through some of the shenanigans.
Yeah.
But at its core, I understand what this movie is supposed to be. Not everybody's gonna appreciate it for that, and that's totally understandable because it's not for everybody. So overall, man, I enjoyed this Borat film. I think I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10.
This was my first Borat experience. I didn't see the previous one, and I didn't see Bruno. I actually enjoyed what I felt like this movie was trying to say. It is crazy, and I don't say that often. I'm not an easily offended person. I'm certainly not a person that hasn't seen risky comedy, but this got me, man. He really pushing the envelope in a lot of ways. So overall, I'm gonna give this movie a 7 as well. It's definitely worth checking out. Be advised that this movie is not for everybody. I'm going to tell you, you probably will know very quickly if this is something that you will be able to watch all the way through, because it just gets progressively worse in terms of just the obscenities.
All right, y'all. Thank you for tuning in for our review of Borat, the subsequent movie film, which is the sequel to 2006 Borat movie. Hope you're enjoying our review. As always, y'all don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And if you have any suggested reviews, drop a comment below.
If you have seen this movie, tell us what you think. I'm pretty sure I have an idea of what you think. But if you would like to tell us what you think, please do. And if you've seen any of the other Borat or Sacha Cohen movies, let us know what might be your favorites. How do you feel like this stacks up in comparison to those as well?
Thank y'all.
Thank y'all.
Peace.
Peace.